What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to TTP Ravens Media, bringing you Ravens content every single day. If you want to see daily Ravens content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below and turn the notification bell on if you want to get notified every single time I upload a brand new video, especially for this series that I've got coming out, the 10 greatest Ravens of all time, not just including players, including coaches, including management and things like that, who I feel are the 10 greatest Ravens to ever work for or be a part of this great organization. This video is obviously about number 8, and so let me know your thoughts on this player and whether or not you think that they should be at number 8, and let me know who you predict will be at number 7. But this is all going to be in a playlist, so just check out the playlist if you want to see the full rankings. Should be a lot of fun. The videos aren't overly long. They should be pretty quick, but I get my opinions across, my points out there, and it should be a lot of fun. But these are all pre-recorded. I'm on vacation when you're seeing this, so unless you see this in like a month, then I guess I'm not on vacation. But let's get into it. At number 8 of the 10 greatest Ravens in Baltimore history, we have Justin Tucker. Justin Tucker is an absolute beast. I don't really need to tell you that. If you're a Ravens fan, you understand. Even if you're not a Ravens fan, you understand how good Justin Tucker is. Obviously, he's the most accurate kicker in the history of the NFL at over 90%, which very few kickers obviously are at. And he is one of the most clutch players. Yes, players, not kickers, players to ever play the game of football. He has 16 career game winners. And come on, that number is going to be increasing. And here's an example. Here's an example of how great he is. He isn't one of those kickers that can only kick 40-yard field goals. That's not what Justin Tucker is. Justin Tucker has an absolute cannon of a leg. In 2016, Justin Tucker attempted 10 50-yard field goals or 50-plus yard field goals. Guess how many he made? Guess how? He made 10, 100% from over 50. That's unheard of to take 10 field goals and not miss a single one over 50 yards in a single season. Unheard of. But that's how good Justin Tucker is. He makes the unheard of seem normal. The amount of confidence that Ravens fans have when Tucker trots onto the field is unlike, it's like when you see Michael Jordan go up to the free throw line to clinch a game. It's like when you see Tom Brady go out at the end of a game to go on a game-winning drive. Like, you just know this guy's going to get it done. That's what's going to happen. It's, if you're watching the National Hot Dog Eating Contest, Joey Chestnut is winning. Because he's the best. And that's exactly who Justin Tucker is. He is the best. And the best part about it is that he has been an absolute staple of the Ravens, more than any other player, I would say, in his tenure in Baltimore. Because no matter who the quarterback was, whether it was Flacco or even Matt Schwab or Lamar Jackson, that when you get to I'll say the 35-yard line, but you could even say the 40-yard line of the opposing field, you got points on that drive. It's crazy to watch other teams. If you were watching the Chargers in primetime or you're just turning on a Falcons game or some other team, you turn on that game and you see them get to the 35 or the 37 or whatever, and you're a Ravens fan and you're like, nice, 3 points, boom, you're set. And you see them, they're like 3rd and 5, and they're like, oh, man, I have to get a first down. And you're like, what do you mean you have to get a first down? But that's what they act like. Because they're like, we have to get more yards. Otherwise, we're not going to get these points. Especially if you're like the Colts. The Colts, nothing against Rodrigo Blankenship, but he just doesn't have that big of a leg. He's one of those, short field goal specialists. You're like, what do you mean? And then they throw a pick because they needed that first down. Or they get sacked because they had to make that extra play. Or they don't get it and they have to punt from like the 35. And you're like, what are you doing? We take Justin Tucker for granted. We're the only team where just every time you're just like, yep, we're good. That's unbelievable. There was a question that I saw, and it was like, I think it was on TikTok or it was on something. And they basically said, if there was a kicker that could make a field goal every time, where would he go in the draft? It's like, he'd go first overall. And now, obviously, that's making field goals from 80 yards. But Justin Tucker is seemingly a make every kick within 40 yards. Make every kick, unless Joe Buck's there. But 40 to 50, he's like very, very at like 98%, it seems like. Like you are so confident that he's gonna make it, even from 50 yards. You're just like, yeah, he's gonna make this. Having that type of a player on your franchise for what has been his whole career so far, hopefully it stays like that. The only kicker that can rival Justin Tucker in history is Adam Vinatieri, and that is only because Justin Tucker hasn't had the opportunity like Adam Vinatieri has had in terms of clutch kicks in the Super Bowl. Justin Tucker, his Super Bowl moment, unfortunately, was him failing on a fake field goal. I believe it was the first attempted fake field goal in Super Bowl history, but Justin Tucker, staple of the Ravens, special teams, the kicking part we all understand, the kicking field goals part, but the kickoffs, he's phenomenal on kickoffs. Like the way that he kicks the ball off, it allows the Ravens special teams to be even better than what it already is if he wasn't the kicker on special teams. Like that is just an unsung part of Justin Tucker. It's just how good he is on kickoffs as well. And I just had to shout that out as well. But Justin Tucker, the 8th greatest Baltimore Raven of all time. Let me know if you think that this is a fair ranking for him. Let me know who you predict is number 7, because that video will be out tomorrow. Subscribe for Daily Ravens content. Subscribe for this series. And I will see all of you again tomorrow with number 7.